It's about that time. Everything's cold out, the holidays are over, and all that we're left with is ourselves. This is around the time every year where I get seasonal depression, which basically essentially means cold weather, it's dark, it's gloomy, you're pretty much now down all the time up until summer. That's what that means for me. And for the last few months, I was on the height of my life. I was happy, I was joyful, I practiced gratitude, I was just in a general, overall good mood. And I thought to myself, oh my God, is this it? Is this how I'm going to feel for the rest of my life? And then boom, the holidays are over, and now we're back to the state of mind of just absolute nothing. I feel like a weight has been placed upon my shoulders, and I'm just sitting here, and it feels heavy to walk. It feels heavy to do anything. It feels heavy to put effort into things that I love. I'm not entirely sure if it's because I've randomly regained a sense of insecurity in the things that I do. Is it my hormones? Is it just that chemical thing that's happening? Or am I just destined to feel this way all the time, at least for the winter? And so that's why I feel like I've had a hard time making videos as well. I've had a hard time putting my effort into things that I love because it almost feels like it's not worth it. Like nothing worth putting effort into is worth it anymore. And I realized that every year I feel this way. Every year I go through this phase where it feels like a pit in my chest, like a sort of pulling feeling where it feels like everything I do takes an insurmountable amount of effort that before didn't have that effect. Before, doing things just felt easy, it felt natural. And now with everything that I do, there's a sort of anxiety and stress and feeling of unworthiness, feeling of sadness, and feeling of just heaviness. I can barely take care of myself. I can barely put effort into things that I love, even though when I do, that is when I feel the most rewarded. And I think that we all go through these phases, right? Phases where we could put all of our energy into things and it somehow feels easy. And in that moment, we think, oh, this is because I meant to do this. I meant to put all of this energy. It feels easy, which means it's meant for me. And then when it feels difficult, it's almost, you get this feeling of wanting to give up on everything. That's when the challenge starts. That's when it's the most challenging. When everything in your body and your mind tells you to give up on everything. And you have to try to force yourself out of this pit. And maybe this is a sad realization or a sad video. It's not meant to be. Okay? Because us as human beings, we go through different phases of life. We go through moments where everything feels easy, and we go through moments where everything feels difficult, and we go through moments where we feel nothing, or we go through moments where it just, nothing changes. In these moments, you have the conscious decision to decide what it is that you want to do. You could either force yourself to do things, even when it's difficult, or you can sit and you can rot and do nothing. Or, third option, you could do all three and not feel bad about yourself when you choose either or option. If you need the time to relax because you've been doing a million things, God damn it, just relax. And don't feel bad that you're lagging behind, that you're not holding up to some sort of standard that you put yourself through. Fuck, like I'm so tired of all this pressure that we put ourselves under. to the point where we just break down. And I do this to myself too. I mean, I don't know why. It's almost like I have nothing else. And if you choose to, in these moments where you feel like you can't do anything, if you choose to just do it with no pressure, no anxiety, no nothing, the fact that you're doing it, although it might not seem like a big thing in the moment, your mind remembers the things that you do, the stressors that you put yourself through, the things that you achieve, even though you were scared to, your mind remembers. And over time, doing that thing, doing the things that feel heavy, doing the things that feel difficult, eventually will feel easier. It won't be as stressful. It won't be as anxiety inducing. It will just be part of you. And so, even though in these moments, especially right now, I've been hit with that feeling of just overwhelming, just sadness and just being drained. And even though I just started school back up again yesterday, I feel drained already. And I'm tired, and it's an almost like overwhelming weight on me. In these moments, you have the choice, or I have the choice. And I choose to do the things that make me happy, even though those things are hard to do, even though those things feel like an absolute weight, feel like an absolute pain that didn't feel like that before. We need to give ourselves credit for the amount of emotions and feelings that a human being goes through in a year, in a lifetime. But there's always this constant pressure to stress ourselves out just for the sake of feeling like we're not good enough. Even though these moments I'm going to choose to rest, to relax, to take off the pressure, and just do whatever it is that you want to do, and let go of the pressure to want or to achieve that perfection you have set for yourself, because there is no such thing that exists. The only thing that exists is you in this present moment. I don't know what this video is, but I hope this helps or makes you feel less alone, or I don't know. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.